Hi, and welcome to yourusvisa.com, where we provide you the immigration news and much more. Cuba agrees on restarting conversations about immigration with the United States. The Havana regime agreed to a new start in negotiations with Washington on the topic of legal immigration of Cubans to the United States. Cuba also agreed on working to reestablish direct postal service between the two countries. Department of State officials said that the Cuban government recently notified the Barack Obama administration that it had accepted the recent openness of the U.S. and thus accepted the government authorities to take the next steps towards that goal. Bilateral talks were suspended by the then President George W. Bush after the last meeting in 2003. The Secretary of State Hillary Clinton said she was pleased with the announcement, but she made it clear that the United States will keep the pressure on the Cuban government to promote and protect human rights, to free political prisoners, and to take steps towards democratic reform. Cuba also expressed that they are interested in cooperating in the fight against terrorism and drug trafficking, and also working together in hurricane disaster prevention. The agreement to start negotiations comes after a proposal made to Cuba by the United States State Department to resume the suspended talks. In April, the White House suspended travel restrictions to Cuba for those Cuban Americans with families on the island. They also lifted restrictions on the amount of money that can be sent to their family members on the island. Let's see what happens with Cuba. This will be very interesting. This and much more here on yourusvisa.com.